So traders, right now we are getting there's actually starting to be a lot of greed in the markets right now. I want to share something with you when it comes to the fear and greed, and why these indicators I'm looking at right now are showing there's a lot of greed, which is actually possibly going to be causing this market to go down. Bit of a market update across the markets as well too. And plus, I also want to share with you why this one indicator to help us identify when the recession is likely to be hitting us. Let's get straight into it. Don't place a trade based on what you'll see in this video, because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. Alrighty, traders. I'm giving away a free trading course if you actually need help with the trading. Free trading course, guys. Goes through 5 phases. Link in the description. Click on that. You can get free access to that. So looking at the markets right now, I can see what actually happened. Look what actually happened with the Dow Jones, right? We're in this very strong upward leg through here, and now we're getting still just a bit of a pause today, right? We had a bit of an open, rally down, and then come back up through there. If I bring on my sort of trend lines from here, you can see what's actually happening, right? We've got this sort of strong trend line coming up from there to there, as you can see, right? Strong movement to the upside. Yeah, right there. Support, right? And then we broke up, and then we went sideways, right? So then what actually happened here is you can see that we're above here. So what I'm expecting next week to happen right now is we're at this level right now, but if I actually bring on my moving average as well too, look what happens, right? When we get too far away from the moving average, we can start to see that it actually gets to, we start to get to a point where we're probably at least going to get a bit of a pullback, right? Probably get a bit of a pullback right now. So I'm expecting at least to see a bit of a pullback on the Dow Jones through there. I don't expect this thing to be over just yet, but let's go. So that's what I'm seeing through there. And as you can see, and plus also we've had a very, very, very big upward move through there. So at least to see some sort of retracement coming back down through here is probably likely going to happen on the Dow Jones. On the S&P 500, we're still stuck in this overall sort of sideways sort of channel through here, and this is where it's actually a very, very, very tricky situation, right? Because where are we right now in the big scheme of things, right? We're still getting this sort of action, right? We're getting this up, down. This is what we're getting overall, right? Down, back up, back down, back up, back down, and back up, right? So the market has been very, 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 very choppy right now, right? The market has been so choppy, and here's the thing, traders. Okay, when I'm actually trading the markets this year has been one of the most toughest years out there to trade the markets. Now, what I mean by that is that you really, for those who haven't got good mindset characteristics of a trader, a good trader, which is you're disciplined, you're consistent, you're patient. That's those sort of characteristics. You're probably getting run over when it comes to these markets. So because the market, especially this volatility in the markets, you really need to be disciplined on taking really good quality setups, right? Because it's a much harder market than it was in the last couple of years from there. So we can see we're still getting a bit of a strong rally, guys, but nothing has actually changed through there. And I want to share something with you here. Check this out. So this is the fear and greed index, and this is where I'm not too sure, right? Not too sure about. I'm not too sure. I'm not too confident in this rally in the markets, right? Look at this here. We're at this greed level right now. We're almost getting to the extreme greed. A few more up days in the stock market, and we're gonna get the extreme reading, right? So look at this here. And as you can see, this is the extreme fear and greed reading, right? So obviously up here, up the high up here, that's obviously when things are starting to get into greed, and then down the bottom we have extreme fear. We even got down here like almost down to 3, which was what? Extreme fear as well. Then we went back up to extreme greed, right? And then went down to extreme fear. But what does this also represent? It represents what? The cycles of the stock market, right? Because as the stock market rises, as it has been for the last few weeks or more, so does the greed, right? And when we get too greedy, then we get a pullback, right? So that's all the market does. The market rose up, we got too greedy, the market sold off. We got extreme fearful, time to buy. We got too greedy, we got too fearful, we got too greedy, we got too fearful. You see that through there? And that's all the market does, right? It's actually gone through these cycles of what is actually going on with the markets. So you can see the last sort of, or since the start of the year, really, since the start of 2022, look at this here. Where we are right now, around that sort of 65 level, 65 here, 65 here, and then we actually turned down in the markets. Then we rallied up to the 62 in the greed reading, and then the stock market sold off. Then we rallied it back up to 65, and then the market sold off. Look where we are right now. Where are we right now? 66. So we're getting into that same region, as we have done for the last couple of months when looking at this here before the stock market, before people got too greedy, and then the stock market sold off. So it's actually very, very, very interesting. You can see we're at that level right now, and that's what happens, right? The pendulum will swing up to here. We'll start to get into this level through here, right? We get too greedy. Stock market sells off. This comes back down to extreme fear. It sells off. Then it comes back up to here, and that's all the market does through there. So we're getting this reading right now is telling us that a lot of greed is going to cause this market to have a strong pullback in the markets through there. Let's go have a look at the good old gold and silver right now. And look at the gold market. Gold market strong like bull, guys. Strong like bull. Right? And I even did a video. When did I do that video? Let's actually see this through there. So I did a video and I did it on, let's go have a look here, right? So I did it on I actually did it about 2 or 3 days ago, right? Somewhere around about here. And I said, false breakout, confirmed, getting ready for a big strong rally or something like that, right? And look what actually happened here, right? We actually had a very, very, very big strong move to the upside. And then, and this is now confirming a big massive false breakout, especially on that weekly chart. Look at this from a weekly chart perspective, right? Look at this here, massive false breakout, and now we're getting back into this level through here. So I'm expecting very, very big moves in gold. Now, traders, class in session. When I say big moves, do I mean this? Do I mean A, woof, like that in one bar, or do I mean B? You get the point, right? It's like, we're not going to go straight up, okay? We're probably, we may rally up a little bit more from here. We may go up a little bit more. We may go up through here, right? Have another update through here, and then we may get a bit of a pullback, and then we may do something like this, and then we go through another big move again, right? You get the point, right? When I say big move coming, the overall picture of what is actually happening with that particular market. But looking at gold through here, traders, and you can see that there's overall sort of false breakout, and now big massive moves to the upside. The buyers are back in town when it comes to the market itself and what's actually going on through there. So I wouldn't want to be fighting that. And the last thing I want to be sharing with you here is you can see the consumer sentiment report, right? This is the consumer sentiment report. You can see that we're actually, you actually can see that we're still down the bottom here with the consumer sentiment report. I still believe we have a lot more bearishness to come from the market itself. You can see, yes, we're very, 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 very low in the stock market, but I believe we have a lot more to come with that. And then also what I want to share with you is also, I want to share with you the yield curve, as in like, when does the market tell us when things are likely to start to crack, right? So if we go down to say the 10 to 1, right? So the differences between the 10 and 1 year, and we can also go through the 10 and 2 year, right? And either way, we can see through here that look what actually happens every single time we get a negative, we get an inverted yield curve. That's the sign that a recession is coming, right? It doesn't mean it's going to happen straight away. But what does happen to give us a very, very clue that we're starting to get to that point? What happens is that we start to get a negative yield curve, and then it starts to get back into equilibrium, and then we have a recession. We go from negative, which is below the red line, back into positive territory, right? And then we get a recession. We go to negative, which is a negative yield curve, right? Especially from the 10 to 1, and then we go back to there as well too, right? So you can see where we are right now. We're not actually back above in positive territory yet, right? So we can see here the negative yield curve, same thing here, negative. When we got back into positive, we got recession. Down to negative, back into positive, recession. Into negative, back into positive, recession. Now we're down here at the negative. Guess what? When we start to get back in the positive, that's when they're going to start to announce the recession and so on and so forth. So 2023 is going to be a very, very, very hard and a very, very, very tough year for everyone in the markets through there. So there we go, traders. Hope this helps you out, and I'll see you in the next video. Hey traders, I'm giving away 100% free access to my brand new breakthrough full trading course. This is 8 videos over 10 hours of pure amazing and powerful strategies. This is my most powerful systems and strategies that I've used for the last 16 years, and I'm giving it away for free. So this is what I want you to do right now. I want you to go to johnsfreegift.com, or there should be a link around here somewhere, a button or in the description or somewhere in there. Click on that and you can go get free access to my brand new breakthrough trading course. So go to johnsfreegift.com right now. Go to that right now, guys. You can get full, complete, free membership access. Go do that right now.